that
To
your
my
wife,
wife, yep.
Bridget, received after ordering cloth nappies.
Yes.
Okay. So,
We're so confident you and your baby will love our cloth nappies.
also, the baby's gonna be like, yeah, no, I love those hats. You know, the baby,
Yeah.
the baby can't say anything.
Oh, you can tell when they don't like it
No,
though.
but you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear what you're
Oh,
saying.
your baby will love it, and your baby goes, oh, yes. I look great.
It's soft on my booty.
Yeah, God, my booty's really popping in this
Yeah.
one. Because you know how Maple's bum looks all
So
big?
big because of the
Yeah,
nappy.
so
Yeah, it's really
cute.
huge booty.
Yeah, so, and she like shakes her butt, because she
She
does
does.
that a lot, she's real sassy.
Yeah.
She shakes her butt and she like knocks stuff over.
She knows what she's doing.
It's so cute.
She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Do you see any issues here?
Okay, so the idea of like only being able to return something with like the tag still on, I think is fine if it's like a dress or a t-shirt, because you know, like you get your parcel,
Yep.
you pop the t-shirt on, you go, oh, that doesn't really fit, or I don't really like it, or the colour isn't what I thought it would be, or whatever, you pop it back in. You can't test how good a nappy is without it being used.
Hmm.
So
So are they playing us, or are they playing themselves, or is the system rigged?
but also being like, well, there's no way you won't love it, but if you do, it has to be unwashed, unsanitized, like.
Well, so if they don't wear it, how do they know they don't like it?
But also, why are you so confident that it will be, like, you're so confident it'll be fine, but then all of a sudden.
By the way, we've got Phoebe and James in here
Yeah,
today.
and
slash
you team members who are already really causing a fuss.
Yeah, it's not all about you, mate.
My name's first, and
Yeah.
if anyone's gonna sneeze in here, it's gonna be fucking me, okay?
Yeah.
No, bless you. Anti bless you.
She only does one also.
I think just the thing about a nappy is that like you need to know whether like
I need to shit myself first.
yeah.
Then I'll know.
Yeah.
And then I'll send it back.
It's a bit like swimwear, you know, when they send it and it's got the like, well, women's swimwear, I don't know if boys has it, but if you like buy a bikini online or
Yeah.
you try one on a shop or whatever, it comes with like a plastic sticker on the conch. So if you've got any moisture,
That's a new word, but there's two new words.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and you're
That
supposed
makes
to.
sense when you.
Yeah,
But
and
isn't that in itself quite uncomfortable?
well, you're supposed to try bathers on while you're wearing your knickies
Is
underneath.
that a thing? But do people abide by that?
Well, I mean, I do because I don't know that other people haven't. It's not to protect others; it's to
It's
protect
yourself.
me.
Yeah, no, fair call.
But like also,
You don't know how it feels.
well, like, because there's like something making it like hard and like flat in the bottom, so it doesn't actually fit you.
Yeah.
Because there's like a nappy on the inside. But yeah, I think the thing with the nappy is that it needs to be shut on because otherwise you go, oh, like they fit, but like do they leak? We
Yeah.
won't know until after. No, I think that's bang out of order.
That's out of order.
Yeah.
So I asked.
Just say that you won't take a refund.
And I think
like
for a
the-
nappy, totally, they go, hey, they're nappies, we know what they're for, no refunds, and I think everyone would go, yeah.
Or you
Fair
go,
enough.
okay, well we'll only test one, but we'll keep the other 4 clean so we can send the other 4 back.
Maybe,
or
yeah.
I don't know, but
A lot of people are like, yeah, if it's too hard to get a refund, just don't offer it.
don't offer it, or just say like if you don't love it, here's a 5% discount to try a different one. You know, there's
Yeah.
other ways of like getting repeat business.
So, a few tarpers have shared their stories about when something wasn't quite right, how did the company try to make do? And
Sorry. That's your one. That's your one. Bless you.
are you blessing Phoebe?
Just once.
Bless her properly and mean it.
Bless you.
It is a video show. We all saw that eye roll. Yuri, who's a tarper, was on a sexy holiday with her sexy partner, and they got a sexy hotel. They were having a bit of a sexy time one afternoon.
Sexy.
When another couple just walks into their room.
Oh my god, I would die!
Yeah. Turns out the hotel got all mixed up and gave both couples keys to the same room.
Or did they? Sex hotel, swingers party. They didn't realise.
To apologise.
Oh, okay, hang on. Before you tell me what it is, let me tell you what I would expect.
Yep.
Full refund in like the fanciest room.
Once they go, okay, here's all your money back, and you're moving upstairs to the penthouse.
and we'll put you in another, or we'll give you a free dinner or something.
Yeah.
That is refund areas for sure.
Do you think?
Even if you weren't fucking, which they were.
They were.
Love that view. You're in a hotel.
Yeah.
Of course, you're going to be fucking someone or jerking off.
Yeah.
Like, it's the rule.
What else? What else would you do in a hotel?
I actually don't know.
No.
I actually
We
don't
don't
know.
know.
Room service. But, I mean, getting fucked that way as well.
Yeah, but you can do it. Yeah, like those things are all one and the same.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
getting room service, you're going to touch yourself.
Yeah.
You're probably going to, like, have a sick bath, touch yourself in the bath.
Yeah.
All that
Get
stuff.
out, rehydrate.
Yeah, have a Gatorade, touch yourself again. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, we get it.
But, like, someone, even if you were in there reading, someone walking into your room is, like, fucking not okay.
Yeah.
And just, like, they would have to do a massive refund, surely.
To apologise, the hotel gave us a free bottle of water.
Rehydrate. I
Yeah,
mean,
they get it.
you are freaking joking.
Well, at first I was like, that's pretty offensive, but then after we toured the US, you see what they're charging for bottled water?
Water is expensive.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
probably a
that's
$300 gift.
in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So we,
Oh.
I mean, we were in this new wing of the hotel, which was apparently so fancy.
Bit too new.
But nothing was fixed yet. I think I told the story on the pod that all, like,
You flooded the bathroom.
my bathroom, I woke up like 5 a.m. The whole bathroom was flooded, and I said to you, the water in here is not right. Like,
No.
I wouldn't drink it.
I reckon that's why we were sick.
Me too. I genuinely think that that's how we got sick. Anyway, buying a bottle of Fiji water in Las Vegas, it was $23 US
Yeah.
for a litre bottle. I'm not even joking, for
So
a
it's
litre
like
bottle. It's like
Australian
40 or
bucks.
$50.
And when you had 87 margaritas the night before, heaven forbid you needed to drink a fuck of water the next morning.
You know what I'm saying? And so I spent more money buying water than I did on anything else while we were in Vegas.
That's 'cause
and that
you-
is saying something, because everything else is
It's fancy,
expensive
yeah.
too.
That's because you were just being a hot girl letting all the boys buy you drinks.
Yeah, I
And
was.
then 80-year-old lady Lorraine.
Yeah, she gave me some of her
Where's she
money back.
now?
I don't know. I hope she's okay.
I hope she's still alive,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, not okay. I agree with you. That is expensive, but a bottle of water. Name and shame. What was the hotel? I'll never stay at that hotel chain again.
Yuri, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
because that is redonko.
Yuri says, is it the worst make good ever, or they're implying I was a thirsty bitch?
They go, we know what you must be doing
Oh,
up
yeah.
there. We'll give you a Gatorade and a bowl of water.
Morgan
Not
had...
even a wine? Not even a bottle of
Yeah, you know what
wine
I'm
or
doing? Send up
champagne or something?
champers and a prawn cocktail.
Well, champagne just seems like such an easy win because it costs them nothing. They buy it in bulk, but
Yeah.
they charge a fortune.
Yeah, and it feels right.
You know, a
Yeah.
champagne like, oh, we're so sorry. Let us lux up your night. Now that's
I tell you what's fancy that doesn't happen as much anymore.
What?
Is when they put the champagne in like an ice bucket. Doesn't that just make you feel fancy?
But do you ever order champagne while you're out?
No.
I do because I really like it,
Yeah.
or like sparkling wine.
Yeah. Well, you're not from the French town of Champagne.
Exactly. I'm just a sparkling.
Yeah.
But the thing is about champagne
Yeah.
is that they do that,
Oh.
but you just probably don't order it. Or if you're normally if someone orders
Yep.
champagne out, you just order a glass.
So if like multiple people ordered champagne, they
If you
bring
got
the
a bottle,
Yeah,
they
okay,
do
okay.
they do the bucket.
But
Yeah.
even in the hotel, they bring up a bottle of champagne. It just feels cool.
Do you remember when we were at the QT in Sydney? And they,
Oh,
there
they
was
did.
there was a tapa that was working there that sent us like a heap of drinks, and they sent it in an ice bucket.
I think I did at the time, but I would like to take this opportunity again to apologise to the great folks at the QT in Sydney. One of their lamps was
Shaped like a hat.
shaped like a hat, so I put the hat on and burnt my hair, and the whole floor
It
smelled like burnt
stank.
hair.
I can't believe we didn't set the fire alarm off. I
Yeah.
filmed it. I've got the video.
Yeah, it
I'll
was awful.
post it in
It was
today's
awful. No,
episode
don't.
thread.
It was awful.
I'll post it in today's episode thread. It is hilarious.
Fuck, that smell. I can still taste that
Oh,
smell.
it was just, and I was like, oh, I think that might be on and warm, and you're like, you could taste it. Yeah.
Morgan had an allergic reaction to some jelly beans, and her mum messaged the company to like find out the ingredient list, find out what it was.
Absolutely, because you go, I just need to know what to avoid in the future. Yeah.
They replied, "Sorry, our product wasn't up to our normally high standards. We've included a whole box of jelly beans that hopefully you'll love." Morgan says, "Are they trying to kill me?"
Well, yeah,
Bit of
like,
reaction. Shh. Can't get sued if they're dead.
Or-
They're dead.
or
Or
well,
can
yeah.
they? Yes, you can. That's
Well,
actually definitely you can.
I don't want more of the product that, like,
I think Christina's from the same town.
oh no.
We ordered 3 pizzas. 2 normal base, 1 gluten-free base. But when they arrived, there was no. Usually they write gluten-free on the box or
Yeah.
something. There's no markings. They all kind of look the same. So it seemed they'd forgotten to do the gluten-free one.
Yeah.
We called the store and they said, "Oh, sorry about the error. You keep that pizza, and to make up for a mistake, we'll send round a free garlic bread."
So more gluten. They're sending.
Christina
free.
also says, "Are they also trying to kill me?"
Let's send you some more gluten.
Yeah. And then take some toxic jelly beans. You
Yeah.
piece of shit.
This is Danielle from Northampton, Massachusetts, and you are listening to Tony and Ryan.
A massive shout out to a few of our champion tappers. Brandon P. Good on you, Brandy.
Thanks, Brandon.
Lavinia, Ben Scott, Jacob Clark, and Kevin Beale. Good on you. Thank you so much. There's some of our champion tappers, Tony and Ryan.
Speaking of
Facebook
tapas,
club. No,
I've got.
hang on.
Are you?
Tony and Ryan podcast. Sorry.
During the break, we were just talking about having sex in hotels,
Yeah,
and Tony's just all revved up.
Whew,
And,
need a ciggy, yeah.
My private. Not private. I said the semi-secret project in Patreon I did this week.
Secret project.
Because I mentioned it on Monday, and I can tell you half of it. I can
Okay.
reveal half of it to you now. Myself and the people in Patreon.
Can I just pause here? I don't know if I can deal with another secret project of yours. After yesterday, I think
Yeah,
that I don't want to be kept in the dark on anything. I think I want to be kept across every single thing that goes on in this business on business.
Yesterday was me. Yeah, you're 100% correct. Because from yesterday,
Yeah.
and if you're just joining us for the first time, yesterday I pitched Tony be
Live dicks.
live dicks, a dick whisperer, guessing if people wore a hoodie or helmet with them
You
in,
know
a,
what?
in a robe here in the studio.
Listen,
yesterday,
you have
fucking,
to,
if you
yeah,
dare.
Yeah. If you dare?
I think I should be commended
Yeah.
for not just arranging it, but for because what I was doing was asking you and bringing
Yeah.
you into the loop.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Because you'd
actually, great
rather
point.
nip it in the bud before I like wheel
Don't
the
take
dicks
him
in.
the bud.
Before I wheel the dicks in.
Yeah, that's a good point. Continue with your secret project.
So people in Patreon and I have created Tony Bingo for 2024.
What's that? What's that?
So
Trying
we're-
to define.
Well, you're the
I'm
ultimate
already
player.
playing.
You are playing it right now. So there is a whole bunch of things that we've predicted you will say or do over 2024, and you're
No,
not.
I don't like that.
No,
Okay,
no.
are you going to do that every time I do
I don't
it?
think so.
Because
But maybe we'll have to come up with like a secret emoji that people put in the episode thread just to be like, "Shut up."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So should I start just saying really whack stuff?
No, because
Like-
we've made predictions on like, knowing you and your character, what we predict that you'll say or do in 2024, and then the goal is for us, and we can't like cheat or
Yeah.
sway the jury. We
Yeah.
have to just let the year play
And
out.
I actually don't know what it is.
You
So
don't know what it is.
What are we playing for anything?
I don't know yet, but I think obviously we'll tick them off as we go. But the big challenge is by the end of the year, will we have ticked off the whole board?
Okay.
And I don't know where we'll get to, but I think that's.
I bet you on that board is shitting my car, and I fucking won't give it to you, I promise.
Maybe would you like to place a bet that we won't? Like, I don't know, I think you're right that there should be, we don't have to come up with it now, but I feel like you're right, there needs to be some sort of prize or...
Yeah, like I think if I do all the things, you should get a prize for knowing me that well.
That's what I mean,
Like
yeah.
that's an amazing feat. But I don't think I should win anything if you don't get it. I don't
Yeah.
think that I should. It's not like a bet. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what
okay.
should we do if we?
Maybe we'll think of something
Yeah, we'll
fun.
think of something.
Fun.
So who created this list?
We all together, I said, what should I put on the board?
Yeah, in the Patreon.
And then there was a lot of similar themes. A lot of people said something similar. I went, oh, okay, you're on something here.
But it was
So
in the Patreon.
In the Patreon, and we
Okay.
picked 16 final things. Here are the 16 things for the year.
Have you seen them, Phoebe? And what do you reckon? Do you reckon they can do it?
I think they know you very well.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
okay.
well. Very well.
I like that.
Very
That's
well.
really fun. I won't, because I don't want to ruin it.
Well, you can't. 'cause
But
you
I
don't know.
can't wait until the end of the year when I can look at the whole list.
Yeah, gotcha.
Like, and
Yep.
see what people said that I would do. Because it is like a real testament to how well people
Yeah.
have
Well,
known
maybe
me.
we should reveal them as you tick them off. We won't reveal the ones you haven't done yet, but maybe as they happen.
I reckon.
I'm
Figure it
still
out.
figuring it out.
But yeah, but I love that idea. That's so fun.
If you'd like to join Patreon, you will be able to go in today and see
get a board.
and see the 16 things, and you can tick them off.
Oh, so the only people that can see the board are the people in Patreon.
Yep.
Oh, spicy girls.
Yep. All right.
Okay. So I mentioned before. Oh, saying that was a bingo. No. I mentioned before that sometime last year we talked about like a new age power move, and I think also it must be said, credit where credit is due. The idea of a power move I think has been popularised obviously by Hamish and Andy.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of this, it's kind of like things that you would do socially that you obviously and you go, oh, that is a power move that you've done that. Like one that I heard recently was it's like being taller than somebody, but like
Standing over them.
yeah, but
I tell you
they're funny. They're not supposed to be nasty. They're supposed to be like a funny
no, but
power
some of them are
move.
fun. But so there's this old business cliche one. Go
Yeah.
shake my hand, and you turn your hand so your hand's on top,
Oh, okay.
and it's just like a real like, I'm guess who's in
I'm the
charge.
boss.
I'm on top here.
Right. So it's kind of stuff like that where
Yeah.
you just assert your dominance like a little bit.
Yeah, just to let everyone know who's where on the hierarchy.
Yeah, and I think especially in like a business situation, you kind of go like, oh, I'm gonna be the one like calling the shots.
Even just like an overly firm handshake in itself is a
or
bit.
like a really nasty eye contact. Like, you know, when you meet someone for the first time and it's an intense eye contact, not like a hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
It's like a nice to meet you.
I'll tell you my funniest one from Hamish and Andy
Mm.
is they go, oh Tony, what do you do for a living?
I do a podcast.
Oh, that was my backup plan.
Exactly, right? Like this is perfect.
Oh, you're still doing that?
Oh, I didn't know that. Like,
I stood on the podcast.
but what are you doing for money? You know? I know you're doing that for fun, like on the weekends. What do you do for your actual job?
And what do you do for work?
Yeah. But anyway, so the idea of a power move, I think it's quite simple, but very effective.
Okay.
And the person who pulled this power move on me is someone very close to me.
Can you name names?
Someone I trust with my life, who I'd never expected to do this.
Was it me?
It was.
I power moved you,
You did.
and you didn't like it.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing that you don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
I'm embarrassed now. I feel.
You don't know the power move that you pulled on me over the break. Over the break, wasn't it during work time? So maybe, you know, we don't have to take it to HR.
Was it rug or outdoor furniture related?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Because a power move apparently is giving your friend free furniture.
That's not what I just said.
I
It wasn't
just want to put that on the record.
I just said it
want
wasn't
everyone to know. But I gave Tony a rug and some outdoor furniture.
I love that you're backpedaling before you even know what it is.
Fuck. Was it something to do with
This is good. This feels like the power move.
This is the
actually.
power move.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Okay,
to
what
do
the power
this.
move is you accuse someone of doing something bad.
And they name
Just-
all the bad
That's it.
shit that
And they
they've
just-
done to you.
And they just mentally crumble. They crumble. Was it Suzuki Jimny related?
No.
Was it Christmas or Christmas present related?
No. This is what I like.
Was it saying something like, was it about like come round? Okay, because I did invite Tony around and it didn't.
Yep.
But you could have invited
A
yourself
few
over,
times.
you know that.
Oh yeah, I would have.
No, but we're past that stage.
Oh
You're
yeah,
shopping,
I
you're
would have.
shopping,
I would
you're
have just
shopping.
been like, oh, it's hot today. Can I come through in your pool?
Actually do that. We
Yeah,
love that.
like I would actually just do that, so that's fine. You do the same with the spa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be in a house without a baby in it for a few hours.
Yeah, mate, you come on over. Work stuff. I need urgent work help.
Tony, can you call me back and say it's for work?
Yeah. Call me out with an emergency.
Right,
No, none of those.
This makes me feel physically ill.
Last year,
Don't.
we talked about the power move of turning on read receipts in iMessage.
Have I done
Are you telling me that you don't know that you've done this?
Yeah.
On the 23rd of December, I sent Ryan a hot as fuck selfie.
Oh, I know the selfie.
Yeah, I bet you did. Looked at it a few times, I bet.
Yeah.
You know when you send someone a text in iMessage and it says delivered? I send the selfie, it goes delivered,
Yep.
and then read immediately. And I go, oh, he's turned on read receipts.
Have I?
And then you didn't reply for a little bit.
How do I unturn off red
Well,
receipts?
I thought that you'd done this on purpose.
No, I didn't do.
Look at that. See, so this isn't the text message in question. This is just our conversation.
Read yesterday.
Yeah. And you haven't replied.
I haven't replied to that one either. Yeah.
You turned on read receipts
I don't know. I've
on iMessage, and I could not believe it. And I thought, this close to Christmas, you've done this to me.
To you. First of all, I don't know how I've done that. And second of all, even if I did, I wouldn't have done it to you. I would have just turned them on.
So which one? Your story's changing because just then you said, I don't know how I've done it. No, I didn't do it to you. I just turned them on.
No, I said, but if I had done it on, because what I'm saying is me changing a setting in my phone isn't doing something to you.
Because you can do it to just one person.
Really?
You can, yeah. So if you click on their icon, see there where it says like you can toggle on send read receipts.
Hide alert, send red receipts, chef, focus status.
So like that, you know, if I'm on Do Not Disturb and you go to text me and it says like Tony is in Do Not Disturb, yeah, that's like so I can send you that so that you know like that I'm not gonna see
reply,
it. Yeah.
I didn't
Which
know
I
about-
fucking rate, by the way. I rate Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, it is good because then you're like, oh, they're busy doing something.
Well, I just know that then you can text me and I won't. It's not gonna bother me, but I'll still see it when I'm anyway.
Okay, so this is all new to me.
Okay,
And
so
I'm not actually fucking with you. Like
get your phone out. I want to see if you've done this to everyone or just to me. Because I almost fell out of my Uber when I sent you this hot as fuck selfie and then I get the red
You
receipt
fell out of my
and
Uber?
nothing back. I was in the Uber and I'm
I
like,
almost fell into a taxi again.
No.
I almost fell out of another taxi.
I'm in the Uber on the way to
I
French.
almost rolled another ankle.
I don't have any more to roll.
I don't know what you need to look at,
I'm
but-
sitting in the back of the Uber on the way to Friend Christmas looking hot as fuck, like really feeling myself. And I just
Oh,
pops
friend
up.
Christmas, what that was for.
Yeah, and it just pops up red. And I went, it was like I was waiting for a boy that I liked to like my Instagram story or something.
Well, I am a boy that you like, and you were waiting.
I mean, you're pinned.
You're my number one pin. You're in front of my wife.
This makes up for it, I think. You're my number one pinned as well.
Really?
Yeah. Tops isn't even pinned.
Why is James, who just started working with us, naked?
Oh, well, that's work related, so that's private.
Is that your emoji? What the fuck was that?
Send red receipts. You've toggled it on. Is it on for everyone? I've just gone into your wife's. No red receipts. It's a conspiracy.
Try a third person. Because I
Okay.
want to know which one's the anomaly out of you or my wife.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Phoebe, our new team member.
Okay.
No red receipts.
So I have turned them on for you.
You turn them on only for me.
Have
It's
you?
not looking good for you, mate. There's no way that was an accident.
Well, if you had said, can you turn on or off red receipts, I wouldn't have been able to show you how to do it until you showed me.
I'll be honest though.
Did you do it?
No.
Before I left for Christmas, you were like, I'm going to turn this on.
No.
Because heaven forbid I needed something to talk about the first Friday back.
But you know what I will say, right? So I got this and I was like, oh, that's so stressful. Like, because then I know that I've sent you something.
James, get that clip and put it on the end of
Every
everything.
single thing that I've ever said. Put it on my fucking tombstone. That was very stressful.
Yeah, life. That was very
It's got the dates, 1993 to 2025. That was very stressful. Yeah, I'll be dead next year.
No,
Yeah.
mortgage is me.
Yeah.
I've got 28
Life's
years, I've got
expensive.
28 years to go, it's hard. Cosy lives.
No. So at first, right, I'm like, I wasn't angry, but I was like, fuck, what a power move, that's so stressful. And I was going to message you back and go like, red receipts, fuck, that's rough. Then I was like, no, I'll save that, because 5 episodes a week.
Yeah.
But at first, I was like, that's really annoying, because now I'm going to see that you've read something and like not replying, because I'm so neurotic. But then it was actually awesome because you know what I realised? When you don't reply for like 3 hours, you actually haven't read the message.
Yeah.
You never look at something and then don't reply.
No.
Except the selfie. Must be joking it.
Well, the thing about the selfie is I remember I was sitting on the couch and
Naked.
naked. And I reckon if
Hard as a rock.
hard as a rock. I reckon if you had a camera on me, and I know this is hard for people just listening today, but this is the visual, like this is what you would have seen. Whew.
Phone back down.
And just carried on with that. And you know what? I reckon you posted on Instagram straight after.
Yeah, I don't think you liked it.
No, but I think I commented and liked it.
No, I don't think you did. I could look at the receipts on that. You love a receipt.
Yeah, I'll fucking check my receipts.
I'll
over here.
check my receipts on that one. Oh, it won't be hard to find it. So hot, such a hot selfie. Okay, hang on. It's not good.
Man.
Maria Martin's life after Latino USA, and the most ambitious reporting project that Maria took on in her career. Stay with us, no te vayas.
Support comes from The Well, a Cincinnati-based national nonprofit working at the intersection of arts and wellness. On February 8th, you can meet physicist and best-selling author Alan Lightman with composer Brian Raphael Neighbors and music by the Antigone Collective in a wide-ranging conversation on science, music, and wonder. More at thewell.world.
Our region is chock full of oddities and curiosities. If you've got one that's kept you up at night, perhaps I can help. I'm Bill Reinhardt, and I bring you OK I Want to Know, digging into those perplexing mysteries for you. Your questions are welcome anytime on the OK I Want to Know page at wvxu.org.
Welcome back to Latino USA. I'm Maria Hinojosa. We're continuing our special episode remembering Latino USA founder and public radio trailblazer Maria Emilia Martin, who passed away this past December. In the spring of 2023, as we were preparing a show to celebrate the 30-year anniversary of Latino USA, we tried to tell an oral history of our show. So we reached out to Mem, and I had a chance for the very first time to sit down and have an on-the-record conversation with Maria about the show that she founded. We also revisited a painful moment in the history of Latino USA and in the life of Maria Martin. In 2003, after 11 years at the helm of Latino USA, Maria says she was forced out of the show that she had founded, the show that she considered her baby.
It wasn't my decision to leave Latino USA. I was forced out, basically. And yes, it was very painful to leave that baby. When I look back, I see that what happened to me was quite symbolic of what was happening. I was not the only Latina who was in power, who was talented and had earned a place, in my case, in public radio, but this happened to women of color facing gender issues, facing racism, facing the kind of situations that we now look back and say, this is really unjust. It's much more complicated than that. And certainly, as I said, painful. But, life works in mysterious ways.
If there are two words to describe Maria Martin, maybe undeterred and undaunted would do. Because even with her heart broken after that painful loss, Maria went on, doing what she did best, journalism. She moved to her beloved Guatemala and founded the Gracias Vidas Center for Media that same year. There, she produced the most ambitious project of her career. It was called Después de las Guerras, Central America After the Wars, an expansive documentary project that looked at the legacy of the wars in the region, as Central Americans were becoming the fastest growing Latino population in the United States. Maria lived in Antigua, in Guatemala, and with her Gracias Vidas Center, she worked with local journalists across Latin America, training them on radio production and digital skills. So to end this special episode, dear listener, we're going to take a listen to an edited version of one of the award-winning segments that Maria Martin produced for Después de las Guerras, Central America After the Wars. It's reporting that is still relevant today, which shows just what great journalism can do. Here once again is Maria Martin with her reporting from Guatemala, which first aired on Latino USA in 2004, and a quick warning, there are some descriptions of violence.
Today, we're traveling down what appears to be an ordinary dirt road in Guatemala's northern rainforest, headed towards the tiny village of Santa Maria Ceja. Our guide is anthropologist Beatriz Mans.
This road has seen hell, terror of the worst kind, and the world did not care.
Since she was a young graduate student in the 1970s, Mans, who's originally from Chile, has been witnessing and telling the story of this rainforest community.
The area that we're going to see in the left pretty soon is where villagers were kept and tortured.
Many people who came up this road never returned.
Of course, truckloads of people were brought here, and they're probably buried right where we are driving over.
Mans has just published Paradise in Ashes, which documents the history of this one village, just one of hundreds destroyed during the worst years of the bloody Civil War. It records the memories that are often difficult for those in Santa Maria Ceja to remember.
Hay veces que me dificulta un poco, pero hay momentos que sí puedo.
Edwin Canin says it's hard for him to talk about the events of February 1982. In the United States then, Ronald Reagan was president. The headlines in American newspapers told of other happenings in Central America, in El Salvador, and Nicaragua. But there was little news of what was happening in this part of the region, about how just south of the Mexican border, a column of Guatemalan soldiers marched into the isolated jungle settlement called Santa Maria Ceja. Edwin was just 6 years old then.
When soldiers left, I went back where the bodies lay in a circle, and I laid down with them, waiting for them to wake up. My mother, my grandmother, my cousins and uncles, my little sister. I began to talk to them. Mother, grandmother. They wouldn't answer.
16 people died that day, in just 1 hour, in just one village. 16 of an estimated 200,000 killed or disappeared during the Guatemalan Civil War. The brutality of that day stands in stark contrast to the hope and optimism that brought these once landless peasants to the rainforest in the first place.
It took the most courageous, the most energetic, the most optimistic to come here and do this.
Anthropologist Beatriz Mans had studied the conditions in the Guatemalan highlands, where the poverty of the Mayans kept them obligated to work in the coffee, sugar, and cotton plantations on the south coast, only to come home year after year, no better off.
When the people came here in 1970, even though they came from different areas in the highlands,
Turns
I
out I
haven't
do.
liked it. You just liked it. There.
Turns
Just
out I
got
do
the
like it.
notification.
I said it.
Ryan John liked your Red, not
Let me just type.
looking good, sweetheart. Or something.
Holy shit, so hot. Too hot to text back.
And if everybody could go and like Ryan's comment, that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
push it right up. Geez, you got gassed up on this pic, though,
I
didn't you?
did get gassed up actually. It wasn't good for my health. My head almost fucking popped open.
Yeah, I was trying to,
You were trying to save me from myself.
oh my god. Steph Claire Smith called you gorgeous. The hottest person alive is like Tony Lodge's hot.
I know. Yeah, it's framed on my wall.
Georgie Young liked it, the person making your wedding dress when you finally get fucking proposed to. That's a nice touch.
I love it. Anyway, so the red receipts, I think they can stay. Would you like
No,
me
I
to
don't like it. Turn them off.
reciprocally? Would you like me to turn mine on?
First of all, let's not push on and pretend that reciprocally is a word. And second of all, you can do whatever you like. Third, I just want it to be on the record that the amount of trust we have for each other, that we were just giving each other our phones. Not a lot of people would do that.
100%.
But like a lot of people wouldn't do that.
Oh, no, I trust you.
Yeah, I trust you.
Yeah. Like a lot. Like I trust you heaps. I would tell you anything. And I do.
Yeah.
And but
yeah,
not just on
and
the
often
pod.
I don't even ask.
Yeah. Fuck you.
You know what? No.
No, okay. Alright, well, you know...
I apologise for telling you.
No, that's okay. If you didn't mean to do it, I mean, it's still not great, but you didn't mean to do it.
I'm sorry that caused you a lot of stress on your break.
Nah, it was actually awesome because I could see whether you'd actually read something and I wasn't like
Panicking.
hanging
How
around.
can I live knowing if Ryan saw this photo or not?
The selfie was so hot.
I got to love to see it here.
Please.
And I don't want to say this is the start of a theme, but
Okay.
Tapa Ian sent this through. He gave me the intel.
Ian, are you fucking kidding?
No, Ian Ottams.
Oh. Red receipts.
Actually, I'm going to send this to you.
Okay. You'll know that I've read it. No.
A horse has won the Leopardstown Christmas Festival in Dublin, which is like a
Fuck,
horse
that's a
racing
lot of
festival.
words.
Yeah.
Leopardstown horse racing.
And when they
in
say it in
Dublin.
Scotland, you couldn't fucking pronounce it anyway. So, but tell me what the name of the horse is.
Oh, the horse's name is Carla Conti.
Yep, straight up.
You are joking.
Carla Conti wins day one of the Leopardstown Christmas Festival in Dublin.
That's amazing. There's a picture of this like on the. Can we do that?
Yeah.
New person, James. Can we do that? Is that possible?
We can.
Great. Yep. There you go. It's there somewhere. That's amazing.
Carla fucking Conti.
Carla fucking Conti. That's amazing.
And what a Carla Conti.
That's so good.
What do you love to see, Tony Lodge?
So I know that earlier this week I did a coincidence chat that you absolutely hated from why you love to see it, but I hope that you like this one. So I posted this in Patreon, so you might have actually seen it.
This is a great clip, yep.
When we were in the USA, we went to Canada and we did a meet and greet there. It was actually our biggest one, the one that we did in Toronto. We were in the cold for many, many hours. But that morning, I woke up like really early. It was like 5 or 6 a.m. and I booked a car and drove all the way to Niagara Falls, which was like an hour and a half away or something.
Plus traffic.
Plus traffic.
And back before a 5-hour meet and greet.
And back before the meet and greet because I really desperately wanted to see Niagara Falls. And I actually said to you, like, do you want to come? You're like, nah, and like don't really know like why you so desperately want to go, but that's fine. Anyway, and I ended up going down there, and the reason I really wanted to go was just before my mum got sick, like a few months before my mum found out she had cancer. She was in the USA for her brother's 50th birthday. It was like a big family trip. They all went.
Yeah, wow.
And they went to Toronto, or they went to Canada, and they went to Niagara Falls. And they were on the Canadian side, just like we were.
Us, yep.
And I remember this photo of Mum standing in front of the falls, and I was like, oh, I want to try and take the same photo, but I didn't have a copy of it. Yeah. Anyway, and like I went, it was like really emotional, it was really nice, it was such a great experience. But I didn't have the photo, so I was like, oh, hopefully I got it. Yeah. Like, and then
There's falls behind me, it'll be similar.
And then I got like this weird charge on my bank account. And it was for Dropbox, and I hadn't seen it before. And I was like, $18 a month for Dropbox. Like, what the fuck? I don't even use Dropbox.
You use it? everyone getting a hearing? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
What's
Anyway.
the financing thing of just throwing $18 a month? Shit.
Anyway, and I saw it for the first time and I was like, holy shit. Anyway, and I log in and my login works.
Yeah.
And in this Dropbox is this photo of my mum at Niagara Falls. It's the exact photo. I've just sent it to you. I just sent it to you in a text and we'll pop it up on the screen.
So, but you kind of had you just knew that this photo kind of existed.
So it was just in my memory. I knew that there was this
Crazy.
photo of my mum, and I was like, hopefully I'm in the right spot. Hopefully, like, we're kind of doing the same face and whatever. And I've just sent it to you, and everyone that's watching the episode on Spotify today can see it.
And coincidence chat, what, 12 years apart?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
You guys are standing in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And like, she's obviously there in fucking summer because she's only wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a hat, a scarf, a puffer jacket.
No, I think don't tell them which season is which, and everyone can guess.
See if you can figure it out.
Yeah.
But like, just by chance, it's like I am actually standing like in the exact same spot.
Crazy.
But yeah, and I just like, it made me, I could not believe it. Like, I had not seen that photo since it was taken.
So when I read the blog post in Patreon, I didn't know that you didn't have the original picture.
Oh.
And I thought you were doing like shit coincidence chat.
No,
like, guys, would you believe it? We're both standing in front of, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
And then I read the thing, because I usually, you just look at the pictures.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I mean, how uncanny is that?
I just can't believe that I got the exact same photo as her, and like I had no idea. There's even like a boat in the same spot in the water.
Can you
like,
see that same rock sticking out?
Crazy, like it's honestly insane.
You love to see that.
And yeah, you love to see that. I just wanted to share that because it made me, I just could not believe the luck that I found that photo.
Yeah.
Because I would have just closed that Dropbox down and gone like, oh well, I don't need that.
I'm too scared to get rid of old folders and photos in case something like this
Just
happens.
in case.
Yeah.
Your mum dies. Don't say that. Oh, Mandy will
Why
be
would you say
listening.
that?
No, Mandy, she's
Well,
gonna
hopefully
live
she'll be listening.
forever.
Maybe she won't be listening. She's dead.
She's already dead. Maybe.
She's away this week.
Where is she?
Heaven.
They don't come back.
Don't they?
Not in my experience.
Not a return ticket?
Anyway.
That's a real shame.
But yeah, you love to see that. I just wanted to share that because it made me so happy when I found it.
On Monday, now, a study has come out that said which side of the bed you sleep on says a lot about you and your personality. And I just got to read the headline and went, oh yeah. And then I read the things and I was like, oh.
Okay.
So on Monday I'll tell you what that means for you. And also, because we were talking about this, Atapa has shared some very disturbing news about how they sleep, and I don't think anyone's going to like it.
So we won't be able to sleep after we hear this.
Yeah, exactly. So enjoy the sleep this weekend, because that could be it. But we'll chat to you on Monday.
Love you, bye.
Or I'd never row again, so I'm kind of dreading it, but you know what it is next week.
Are you doing it on water or is it in a gym?
It's in a bloody gym, it's on rowing machines, but parts of it.
And you've got to go to a class for that?
Yeah.
You can't just get on a rowing machine whenever you want to?
Well, yeah, you need someone to give you
Have you done that so you can tell everybody when they go, oh, this is difficult, you go, well,
No.
let me tell you what's difficult. And you go on about your comic relief thing.
100 miles.
Just remind everyone, that any new listeners that have come to this one.
In February 2021, maybe March, I rowed 100 miles from London to Burnley.
Yes, you did.
It's probably the most difficult
Was
thing.
it 21 or 22?
It's 21.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
You did very well.
Thanks.
Should we go on to some responses?
Yeah.
Well, if you remember back to the end of last year, we had a response, we had a letter from E, who found the box of condoms that her father had ordered and the dog had ripped open. She wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, E has got back in touch. Hello, William and Jordan. I ended up leaving the package in its ripped up state, and when my dad got home, he saw the shredded package on the shoe cabinet. He said, "Oh, you little bugger," to the dog, and ran straight off to the pub for the rest of the night. I think he has kept the condoms, even though I'm sure they will have dog bite marks in, which is probably not the best idea. So if I have a little sibling in 9 months, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Probably best not to use condoms that have been chewed by the dog.
No, I don't think they're particularly safe.
Might have holes in them, but thanks for getting back in touch, E.
Thank you, and I think that is what we suggested.
And
Just
you
leave
handled it
there.
really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, very sensible.
Yeah.
This next one is from Helen. Dear William and Jordan, I've recently discovered the podcast and have been binge listening on my daily work commute. There was one thing playing on my mind though. I was racking my brain as to who Jordan's Mikey impression reminded me of, and this morning it finally clicked. Mikey the Builder sounds exactly like the Bose Selector version of Mel B. Best wishes, Helen.
No comment.
Well, we've got a clip of Mel B from Bose Selector
No.
for comparison.
Oh, you binge-teasing bastard, you!
And here's the clip.
I'm Mel B! Bastard, yeah! And welcome to me crib. Come on! This is lift that transports me to me flat. Stinks of piss. Come on, come this way. There's a brick on the table. Never know when you might need an house brick, eh?
It's the same
Oh, they've
impression.
cut a bit out. It says, brick for table. It's rough round here. I cannot confirm or deny. I have taken influence from many of my characters from other people, from shows I grew up watching when I was younger. So, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, Mel B and Mikey do sound
very similar.
Very similar.
Yes.
Well, I proper fangirled Lee Francis when I first met him.
Did you?
Yeah. I was like, because at school, again, I'm not confirming or denying if Mikey is based on Mel B, but at school, if you went into school on a Monday, you did not watch Bose Selector on a Friday, and didn't know the quotes. Same with Little Britain as well.
We were like that with Songs of Praise.
Yeah, I bet. Me and Orion watch it on a Friday and watch it again on a Sunday, so we were all quotes.
Well done. Well done, you.
Yeah. Watching both programmes now. Quite a few programmes that I watch when I was younger. Quite problematic these days.
Yes.
Very much so.
Lovely. This is from Mark Short. Hi, William and Jordan and the crew. I'm a newcomer to the podcast. I'm going through episodes like a dose of castor oil at the minute. I was shocked to hear you talking about airline and then hearing Jane Bolton on with you. Oh, that was a few months ago now. Jane trained me at Luton Airport.
No way.
And in some later episodes of Airline, you see me denying 2 Scouse lads boarding a plane to Malaga due to alcohol concerns.
Brilliant.
To narrow it down. You'll also see me make a complete tit of myself after the incident when I was asked why we don't allow people to travel when under the influence, to which my reply was, we don't want any passenger turbulence.
Brilliant.
I couldn't think of the word turmoil, and to this day, almost 20 years later, I still have the piss ripped out of me over it. The podcast is fabulous, darlings. Cheerio, Mark Short. P.S. Could you wish me and my husband Lawrence, he's gay, a happy 17th wedding anniversary, please?
Happy 17th wedding anniversary, Mark and Lawrence. And fair play to you. He still works at Luton Airport now, from the sounds of it.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, well done, Mark.
Oh,
Who knows?
that's so good. I'm going to try and find that clip.
Yeah, more episodes are starting to go online, and I don't want to plug whichever YouTube channel it is that puts them online, but Series 5 has just gone online. Jane's moved to Dispatch.
Oh, is she not in it
She's
as
not.
much?
Yes, she's still the first image that comes up in the opening titles.
Oh.
Still very much her series, but she's on Dispatch, not on Check-In.
Also, shout out, Airline was great, we loved Jake,
Yeah.
always number one. Airport was good with John Nettles.
Well, he just did the voiceover.
Yeah, it was
but
still
yes.
good though. It was a very BBC version of Airline.
Yeah, it was about Heathrow.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, I say this with love, it's a little bit more at market. But Airline is probably more interesting because it's got more stories.
Again, what was that one that Matt Lucas and David Williams did?
Yeah. I think it was sort of a hybrid of the two. Obviously with comedy and some problematic things going back to our previous conversation. This is from Phil in Bath. Hello, lads. I have a question for William regarding royal protocol. The announcement of Denmark's Queen Margrethe II abdicating got me thinking, what happens when a monarch from one country meets with the monarch of another country in terms of form of address?
Oh, great question.
Yes, I'll start charging. Do the rules change depending on whose territory they meet on? Do monarchs have home versus away crowns like football teams do with their shirts? Do they both call each other Your Majesty, or do they just use first names between each other? So many questions, I know. Best wishes, Phil in Bath.
And do you know what, Phil? That's a great question for you. Who is it that's overtaken?
Sorry?
Who is it that's overtaken Margrethe?
Well, no one's overtaken. She has abdicated, or she will be abdicating in a week, and her son is taking over.
What's his name?
Frederick.
Frederick X, isn't it? He's called.
I think he will be.
Formerly Twitter.
What? It's a very niche Roman numerals joke, everybody. Very funny.
I nicked that off another podcast.
Oh, really?
It was Rest is Empty. Anyway. We need to stop picking up other podcasts.
Yes,
The boss.
exactly. There are no other podcasts.
You'd like that, by the way.
Would I?
It's with Richard Osman and
Richard Osman.
you would love it. And Marina Hyde.
Yes. I think Marina Hyde, who once wrote a piece about me.
Oh, she talks about that. She's yeah.
Talks about what, the piece that she wrote
No,
about
just
me?
how she's written pieces before. And the best way to do it is, she says, people give it evils all the time. It should be classy. Don't ever acknowledge it that I've written something bad about you. Yeah. Did you write something bad about you?
I don't think it was terrible.
What was it?
I wouldn't call it. It was literally 6 or 7 years ago.
What was it about?
It wasn't as good as the Camilla Long piece she wrote about me. The Camilla Long piece about me 6 years ago. Exquisite piece of writing.
Camilla Long off of the Sunday Times?
Yes.
She wrote a piece about you?
Yes, that was an entire article.
Shut up.
Do you not know that?
No.
It was before this.
Can you send me it?
Yes. And then I
Can
took
we
her
read it out in next...
Alright, I'll find it.
That's
And then I took her out for
amazing.
lunch.
Have you met Camilla Long?
Yes, she's on the back of my second book with you.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, God. She'd make you look like Cinderella, Camilla Long.
This is a Sunday Times columnist for most of the day.
What did she write? Was it harsh?
It was harsh-ish, I don't know.
It's tongue-in-cheek.
Permanently fruiting human comb-over, I think, is a phrase that I seem to remember.
Brilliant.
I'll find it.
That's great. Anyway, I'm sorry, Jim, because I've gone off on a tangent there. So, what are the rules there? Do monarchs have home and away crowns? Do they both call each other Your Majesty, or is it the first names?
Well, normally, so the protocol rule is head of state doesn't sort of bow to head of state, so they're sort of all treated on one level. So, for example, if you did have two kings, queens, whatever coming together, they wouldn't need to sort of acknowledge each other because they're at the same level.
Okay.
Ditto when, let's say, President Biden, as it is, when he met Charles III, didn't need to do anything, well, A, because American, but also head of state, same level.
Oh, really? So a president's head of state?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Who do you think the head of state was?
I don't just think they didn't have one, I just thought they had a president.
No, you can have different types. You can have a royal head of state, or you can have a political head of state.
Oh.
And they would both cost the same. Political. But if anything, it costs more to change them every 4 years. Anyway, we won't go down that route. So yes, but they're on the same level, and they would refer to each other as Your Majesty, or privately the Queen's First Majesty.
Really? So, like in private, before she died, God bless her soul, she'd go, Margaret, Liz, how are you? Mwah, mwah. How's the Danish?
Would be Maggie, but yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Margaret and Elizabeth, but probably just Your Majesty, because our late Queen was obviously a different kettle of fish, as she was saying.
But even Harry, because I watched The Crown, brilliant there.
Oh yeah, documentary.
I mean, there was. All I'm going to say about The Crown is I think it's a fantastic piece of writing, a fantastic bit of television. But that episode where Catherine's mum, Bennett,
Carol Middleton,
tried to set her up with William, ridiculous, absolutely.
Yeah, get lawyers in.
And there's so many Americans that will watch that thinking that's what happened.
I know.
But anyway, I forgot where I was going to go on that again.
Monarchs, home and away crowns, Harry.
Oh yeah, but even Harry and William would have had to address the Queen as Your Majesty, wouldn't they?
In public, yes, they would say Granny in private.
Oh, would they? Okay.
Yeah, but they would still bow.
Granny's so posh. Really? Granny?
I had Granny.
Exactly. Grandma or Nana.
Well, I had Granny and Grandma.
Did
so
you?
Grandma was my father's mother, and Granny was
You
Granny.
never really talked about your grandma.
Well, I daren't, because you'll probably do an impression
That's
of
what I
her.
was thinking. Can I have a bit of backstory and I'll work on that?
No.
Okay.
Okay, this next one is from Mark. Dear William, Jordan, and assorted production crew, who quite frankly deserve medals having to put up with you two, mainly Jordan.
None taken, but I also agree.
Yes, so do I. Being a big Panto fan, I've played a dame a few times and had a good go at other parts. I looked forward to your production with bated breath. Oh, this is our lovely special Panto episode that Jack wrote.
I've not watched. I'll listen to that back.
It's fun.
Is it?
Jack has done some excellent audio
You know what?
editing.
You know I can't watch or listen to myself back. But
As I sit here attached to my dialysis machine, oh, it's taken a turn, I thought to myself, it's only about 15 minutes long and I can't move for the next 4 hours, so what's the worst that could happen? So here's my review. First of all, the script. Well...